Hey guys, last year I made a video on what I thought was the best travel credit card for 2020 in the Philippines. It was the Citi PremierMiles, but ever since the devaluation last year, I just can't honestly call it the best travel credit card for 2021. So I made a video on that, check it out somewhere, I'll put a link on top. But if you want to find out what I think is the best travel credit card in the Philippines for 2021, please do continue watching. So this year I'm gonna give it to the EastWest Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer World Mastercard. So I have it right here. I'm just gonna hide the details with a Shangri-La keycard. But yeah, now I took everything into account, from spend to mile ratio, from annual fees, to foreign exchange, perks, everything. And I'll go through them one by one on why I think that this is the best travel credit card that you can get in the Philippines for this year. So the first thing I want to talk about is the spend to mile ratio. Now this is one of the most important, if not the most important thing that you should look for in a travel credit card, because it's actually how fast you could redeem those points and miles for actual free travel from everyday spending. Before the Citi PremierMiles got devalued, it was actually one of the best with a 30 pesos to 1 mile spend to mile ratio. But ever since it got devalued, it now became 48 pesos equals to 1 mile, which isn't that great. The EastWest Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer World Mastercard has a spend to mile ratio of 36 pesos equals to 1 mile, which is actually pretty good considering that other banks here such as BPI, BDO Metro Bank, their conversion is around 40, 50, 60 pesos per mile. So it's actually really good already. But here's where it gets really good. Multipliers. Some credit cards actually have points multipliers depending on the category that you're spending on. So sometimes it would come in promotional spurts, like depending on the month there's a promotion, so this category will give you X number of points. Sometimes it's just built in the credit card. For example, Citi PremierMiles has an ongoing promotion of 3x miles for the streaming category. So Netflix, Spotify, all your spends on streaming services will give you 3x until June 31. The KrisFlyer Mastercard, however, has a built-in multiplier, which I'll get into right now. By the way, I'm just gonna call this card the KrisFlyer card because it's just way too long. EastWest Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer World Mastercard. It's just too long. So the KrisFlyer card basically has a multiplier, a 3x multiplier on any Singapore Airlines spend, including its regional airline Scoot, its shopping portal KrisShop, which I actually got this from. You also get 3x multiplier on travel related spending such as hotels, travel agencies, and other airlines, as well as anything overseas or international or anything you pay with a foreign currency, plus anything online. So yeah, basically anything you buy online will give you 3x. And in a world, after the pandemic, everyone is buying everything online. So that's like super duper convenient. So anything that you buy online, you will get 3x KrisFlyer miles, and it will eventually give you a spend to mile ratio of 12 pesos equals to 1 KrisFlyer mile, which is amazing. So sa mga suki, sa mga add to cart dyan, lams niya na. So another great thing about this credit card is the foreign exchange fees. It's actually the lowest I've ever seen here in the Philippines, because credit cards here usually are around 2.5, even as high as 3.5% on Forex fees. I could be wrong. If you find one that has no foreign exchange fee or one that's lower than this 1.7% that this credit card gives you, please let me know in the comments. So there is also a sign-up bonus or a welcome bonus, however you want to call it, for this credit card. So once you've activated the credit card and then within the first 3 months of activation you hit a 200,000 spend, you will get 6,000 KrisFlyer miles, which is pretty good, I guess, since I think that's almost a one-way on Manila to Singapore with Singapore Airlines. I'm not so sure, you're gonna have to double check on that. And it also has an anniversary bonus. So once you also hit 200,000 within the year, you get 15,000 KrisFlyer miles. So once you've hit if you hit the welcome bonus or the sign-up bonus, you automatically get the anniversary bonus for that year. So next up we got perks. This card does have a lot of perks, and a lot of people I know will tend to look at the perks of the card aside from the spend to mile ratio, you know, when they're deciding on a credit card. The first perk is actually travel insurance, which is a common perk among travel credit cards, but usually they're just around 1 million to 2 million coverage. But this one gives a whopping 20 million travel insurance coverage. So other perks, we got flight delay pass. This is basic. I think this twice a year. Basically, you will have to register your flight, and then if it gets delayed a certain number of hours, I think 3, you'll get some compensation and lounge access and stuff like that. I haven't tried it yet, obviously, because it's the pandemic. Speaking of lounge access, it does give you a 4 complimentary lounge access via lounge key. Right. So there's also the Mastercard travel and lifestyle services, which is basically some sort of concierge service where you can call, and I think you're assigned a manager to help you book flights, arrange transportation and all your travel needs, etc., etc. And aside from that, you do get other Mastercard perks, you know, sometimes via promotion, sometimes like special websites where you could book extra discounts and all that and stuff. So of course, with such amazing rewards, there will of course be annual fees for this credit card. But again, usually when you reach a certain amount of spend, like a big amount for the year, you can have your annual fees waived. For this card, it is 5,000. So I think I've mentioned most of the important things about the card. I didn't want to get into too much details about the perks and all that. But yeah, I mentioned the important stuff. Hopefully you learned some stuff. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed or if you want to grab the card. Or if you have questions, I'll be free to answer them. Also give this video a thumbs up. What else? Thank you to my 700 something subscribers. I really appreciate you all. And some of you are from like the early like random vlog days or travel vlogs that I do, and some are like from the credit cards. But I do appreciate every one of your likes, your comments. I always reply to them. Thanks for the love and thanks for subscribing. If you enjoy, subscribe. If you don't enjoy, then don't subscribe. I'm not forcing you. But yeah, thank you so much. Till then, hopefully we all get to travel again really soon. Till then, yeah, keep safe and peace out.